Wild carrot versus water hemlock. One you can eat, and the other will quite literally destroy you. They look very similar, so how can you tell the difference between them? A lot of people make the mistake of accidentally picking water hemlock, also known as poison hemlock, because they think it is wild carrot, also known as Queen Anne's lace. And if you do eat water hemlock, you're in for some serious trouble. Fortunately, there are quite a few ways that you can distinguish these two plants. Most of these plants grow in most of the same regions throughout the United States and Canada. The main differences have to do with the appearance of the plant. Water hemlock is quite a bit taller than wild carrot. It can grow up to 8 feet, while wild carrot usually grows around 4 feet tall. Water hemlock has hollow stalks, and usually towards the bottom there are a few dark purple spots. Wild carrot, in contrast, the stalks are usually furry, or they have little hairs on them. Wild carrots also have a sort of skirt below the main flowers, which water hemlock does not have. Then there's the arrangements of the flowers. At first glance, and especially to the untrained eye, the flowers look pretty similar, but they're both white and clustered. But the main difference is that Queen Anne's lace, or wild carrot, the clusters are usually closer together, and there may be a small dark purple flower in the center. Water hemlock does not have that dark purple flower, and usually the clusters of white flowers are spaced further apart. Another good tip for identification is the smell of the plant. If you crush up every part of wild carrot, it will smell like carrots, but that is not the case with water hemlock. Also, where the plants grow can be a good indicator. Water hemlock obviously grows near watery places, while wild carrot can be more dispersed. It's important to take these tips with some discretion. You could follow all these tips and you could still mistake wild carrot for water hemlock, which is why you always need to do more research when foraging out in the wild for potential sources of wild food. And this is not a all-inclusive guide for foraging or anything, it's just a few tips that can be helpful in distinguishing these two plants. Consulting with experts is always a good idea before you go out and chew on anything that's out in the wilderness. But those are my main tips for distinguishing water hemlock from wild carrot. And also don't forget to like and subscribe. Keep a lookout for new videos that will come out throughout the week.